Hi everyone, it's Jacob, and before the podcast starts, I'd like to let you all know that the first link in the description will take you to a site where you can donate to a charity called Fight MND, which stands for motor neuron disease. It's a really good cause, and we talk about it a little bit later in the podcast. If you'd like to see where we talk about it, go to the description and click on the timestamp. So we'd really appreciate it if you could go and donate to the link in the description. It's a great cause once again, and hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Screw the formal intro. I'm feeling kicked back. I'm feeling laid back today. Sup guys, what's up? We're here with them on the podcast. I'm Jacob, your host, and I'm here with my voluptuous co-host Connor.
I'm Connor.
Okay, Nocka Prove. Why do they call you Nocka Prove? Tell us.
I don't want to talk about that.
Just tell us.
It's a depressing
Just tell us. No, not the Instagram thing. Just the
sure.
the
okay, so why they call me Nocka or Nocka.Prove? Because there's like two stories for it. Like
Nocka. Oh, well, Nocka's pretty. I'm pretty sure you can know how you get Nocka from Connor. It's pretty.
It's kind of backwards.
It's not though. Because I told my brother, I'm like, it's kind of backwards. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, hang on, it's not. It's the first three letters.
There's no K in Connor. There's no A.
Okay, well, hang on. But where did Nocka come from?
So basically, when I was younger,
Basically, word of the day. keep going.
So when I was younger, I think I was a bit more mentally retarded than I am right now, and I couldn't pronounce my own name, Connor. I could only say Nocka.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, like I couldn't say Connor for some reason, so I'd run around saying, like they asked me what my name is, and I'd say Nocka.
Dude, that's crazy. And so it's just a coincidence that it's like the first.
Yeah, that's
like phonetically, it's Connor almost backwards.
It's not though, is it?
Well, almost. So like,
well, how?
The first syllable is backwards, and then the rest is normal.
No, Connor, Nocka. There's like
knock. I'm saying the first syllable is backwards.
Alright, fine.
What do you mean? Alright, fine. It's
literally just like, but Connor. I don't even know how you think Connor backwards equals
Nocka. It's like if you just hear it, hey, Connor backwards is Nocka, you're like, oh yeah, fair enough. Like if you don't think about it.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm saying if you don't think about it, if it's just random, like people will think it's
Jacob backwards is Nocka.
It's Bockard, you dick. It's Jacob Kajab. You know, if I said Jacob backwards is Kajab, people would be like, oh yeah, okay, and then they'd be like, hang on, and then they'd think about it and be like, hang on, it's not. So if it's at first fuck you.
But anyway, how fucked up is that my parents, like, it became a meme in the family that everyone called me Nocka, and instead of like teaching me instead of teaching me how to say my own fucking name.
So up until what age were you calling yourself Nocka?
Oh, I think it was like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Oh well, I mean,
still though,
like you're gonna correct a 2-year-old. Who gives a fuck?
Tell me what my fucking name is. Don't just say, oh yeah, you're Nocka.
Who cares if you don't know what your name is?
Maybe that's why that's probably why I'm a bit fucked in the head now, because my parents bullied me and didn't fucking teach me how to talk correctly.
Okay, no, it doesn't make sense. If you
it doesn't make sense to think that Connor backwards is Nocka, but you fucking thought that, didn't you?
Nocka. Wait. Actually, and speaking of which, I was talking to Alex about Alex is my brother. I was talking to him the other day. Because you came up and you're like, because we're talking about your birthday, which is coming up soon.
Yeah, one week
from today. We're talking about your birthday, and then you came up and it's like, Nocka Prove's a really nice guy. Even my mum calls you Nocka Prove. It's hilarious.
Really? That's depressing.
It's kind of fucking.
Anyway, but Nocka Prove was my private account on Instagram. We got a bit of a
RIP.
Yeah, I retired the account because
hiatus. More so.
I don't know if I'm coming back. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to come back.
We'll talk about it.
Anyway, it gained some popularity, I'd say, within our group. Like, I just roast the fuck out of people we knew, and
oh my, it
was just a really fun experience.
So like, imagine one of the more. I want to say popular, but popular is kind of a bit of a trivialized word. What like one of the more well-known inspirational people in your friendship.
I'll be serious though, like that account, as silly as it sounds, I got so much confidence from that private account. Yeah. And I met a lot of friends because of that private account.
And you said and did anything. And that's because that you can pretty much say and do anything to anyone.
But that's what helped me get that kind of.
And yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like now, like a year and a half ago, you were a gay lord.
Yeah.
And now, like, you've come out of your shell so much. I think Nocka Approved was what helped you come out a bit.
Yeah, it gave me confidence to come out. I came out.
Yeah. No, but back to what I was saying before with my brother. We're talking about Nocka, and on our Year 12 graduation jumpers, Nocka's spelled Nocka, and you submitted that, and they said they put Nocker.
Yeah, so now I can't fucking wear that jumper.
So now it's not actually Nocka. How
they
angry must you be?
Corrected it for me. I don't know. I'm like, they told me how to spell that. They were like, they said you're wrong.
It's like me putting Jacob and then them putting a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. I was like, why would you do that? I don't. Maybe because it maybe goes close to fucker. Maybe I don't know.
Terrible. Anyway, look, these things happen, whatever. Anyway, we've got a pretty good episode coming at you today. We've got a couple more stories. We've got a couple of things. We've got a little segment. We're going to be talking about a little bit of Lord Voldemort,
You've introduced Lord Voldemort already, but we haven't got into
Not now.
you can't talk about
I'll talk about Lord Voldemort later.
He who shall not be named.
Hang on. We're going to start off by not addressing something, but just quickly talking about something that we spoke about last episode, indoor soccer.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the last podcast, go ahead and check it out. Link in the description. But we have two indoor soccer teams. Connor's on one arm and the other. My team lost. We got knocked out. Connor had to verse the team that
beat you.
That beat us, and he lost. And
we did lose. We lost in the semi-final against this fucking team.
And hang on. We're not going to rant about them again. We're just going to give them a little story, just a little bit of a follow-up.
Okay. Right. But, all right. So...
This team cheated. By definition, they cheated. Okay? And we've spoken about it. You can go watch the last one. They beat us, cheating. They beat Connor's team, cheating. They went to the grand finals and beat that team, cheating. And the one guy who was cheating got MVP.
Yeah.
For the fucking game. So...
He scored I think he scored...
16 goals?
No, they won 18-9. I'm pretty sure he would have scored more than half of their goals.
He would have scored at least 10. Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that because we're always talking about that, but we are fucking pissed.
No, but okay, that game though, I feel that I had a decent enough game against
him. You had a great game.
Yeah,
because Connor's a defender, and this guy that was fucking borderline cheating, he's a striker, he's a cherry picker, and Connor was putting him on his ass. Like, you were playing really good defense.
Yeah, but the thing is with that guy, he's so fucking strong. So you had to go into that game with a physical mindset. You could not let him so if he turned you, that was it. It was a goal.
Yeah.
So you had to go into that game saying, all right. I think we even had a conversation because we were both pulling on each other's shirts halfway through, and we both said to each other, no hard feelings. This is just what we're trying to do. And I go, yeah.
Then he went for an elbow.
He threw a fucking elbow, and I cracked it. Everyone saw me. I cracked the shit to the ref, and I'm like, listen, this is fucking bullshit.
I think I told you this, but even off the court, I was saying to a couple of the boys, I'm like, fuck, let's get ready to jump on and beat the fuck out of someone.
Yeah, I don't think we would have gone that far. Again, I knew it was an accident. I was more pissed at the ref for not fucking calling it than him, because I knew it was accidental. He didn't mean to fucking throw an elbow, but again, it was a fun game to play against him because we're both very physical. And then our captain, he had a very good game himself.
He had a great game.
He scored 5 goals, I think.
Yeah, 5 goals, and he nutmegged the fucking...
Yeah, so he had a good game. It's just, at the end of the day, these guys were just a better team.
Well, the good thing is they'll move up and we'll stay. They'll move up out of our league. And
it's funny because their team name's out of my league.
Well,
yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's get into the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We have a funny story. Oh, there's my phone. We have a funny story.
It's not very professional to have.
I don't care if it's not professional. You think I'm fucking professional?
We have over 20 subscribers.
You think we're professional?
We're a big fucking network.
Look at the screen right now. You think that's the work of a professional person? This shitty graphics says M11 podcast. Probably got a picture of a Jellybean somewhere.
It's good.
Can you see the Jellybean? Spot the Jellybean. I'll make it hard to find. There's a Jellybean somewhere on screen right now.
Check a butt crack. Check the butt crack.
Oh no. Okay. Do you want to
you can start the story. You talk about it.
I'd rather you start the story.
Why?
Because you have better recollection of the story.
Why don't you have good recollection of the story, Jacob?
Because I was drunk.
Were you drunk?
Yes.
I don't think you were.
I was. Anyway, okay, fine. Let me tell the story. So, there's this lovely gentleman that we're very good friends with. His name. Oh.
Shut the fuck
You're
up.
not allowed to say his name because he's requested to be kept anonymous. So he who must not be named. So we shall refer to him as Lord Voldemort. Okay, Lord Voldemort, right? So
By
we
the
got
way,
Lord
did he
Voldemort.
respond to you last night?
Sorry.
Did you respond to
He
me?
responded this morning. He said, "Yeah," because so I asked him, "Hey, can we use stories with you in it?" And he's like, "Just don't use my name." I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, cool.
So he must not be named Lord Voldemort,
Lord
right?
Voldemort.
So he has a beach house, and we, me, Connor, Lord Voldemort, and Stefan, who we've spoken about before, we went up just the four of us to his beach house, and so Voldemort and I got drunk, and we were watching it. Right, we were watching it while we were drunk, so it was fucked up.
Great movie, by the way. Like, fuck, I'm terrified of clowns in general, but
I didn't think it was that scary. Man.
For someone who's scared of clowns, it is.
Oh yeah, well.
But no, but even that.
Who's actually scared of clowns? How can you be scared of clowns?
I don't know. It's a fucking phobia.
Yeah, I know, but
And people are scared of shit.
Yeah, but like, okay, think about it. Spiders, like the little insects, like they could bite you and kill you, like clowns.
I don't give a shit what people say. Spiders are fucking terrifying.
Spiders, yeah.
You see a fucking spider, you'd panic.
Yeah. There was a spider in my room, and I woke my brother up to kill it.
No, even at Rye, when we were up there, you know how I was going into the fucking bedroom. There were spiders in every corner. I could not sit down.
Spiders are dead set fuck. Anyway, back to the story. So where was I? So we're watching drunk. We're watching it drunk, right? So me and Voldemort were drunk, and then Connor and Stefan went.
I don't believe in alcohol because I believe in Jesus.
That's good. I'm sorry. I said this wrong. We weren't drunk. We had alcohol in our system. We weren't drunk though. We were like
you were tipsy.
Anyway, but Voldemort's a very sleepy boy. Right? Voldemort's a very sleepy boy. So, he's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm like, all right, and he's like, I'm gonna sleep here on the futon because he's got a futon.
Yeah.
But it's in the room that we're watching the movie, and Voldemort's a very loud snorer for someone without.
That's how.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
Fucking dick.
Yeah. Were you gonna say that joke
I was
as
gonna
well?
say that. Yeah.
High five,
Okay.
come on. Good shit. All right. You see, we got good synergy.
Yeah. Good cam.
Good cam.
100 cam.
100 fucking 99
FIFA
cam.
reference.
You need to get a manager to make this 100 cam. Who wants to be our manager? Yeah. So.
You can't say.
So Voldemort's a sleepy boy, right? So he announces he's gonna go to sleep. The problem is we're watching a movie and he's loud snorer. So we say, look, Voldemort, this is your house. You can go to one of the beds. It's fine. It's like, no, you guys have picked, the beds. And we're like, okay, look, you go to one of the beds. It's fine.
We gave him two options.
Okay, yeah. So we said, go to one of the beds, or you can stay in here and try and stay up and watch the movie. He's like, oh, okay, I'll try and stay up and watch the movie. Okay, should we try and stay up?
5 minutes later.
5 minutes later,
he's
he
comatose.
is out cold. Snoring like a fucking snoring the house down, right? And we're trying to watch a movie, So we're yelling at him, we're throwing. He's a deep sleeper.
I threw a fucking bottle at him.
You threw a bottle at his head, and it just ricocheted off his head, and nothing.
It was not flinch.
Nothing.
We were screaming like there's someone in your sister's room was screaming, dying, and he did not. He would be such a bad person. Like if it was a fire,
if there was a fire, I didn't give a fuck. I just leave him in there.
Wow.
Because it would take me 5 minutes to wake him up, and I'd lose both of our lives.
Yeah, but like, you're the boys, man. You gotta slave.
Fuck the boys.
We have that on recording. We have that.
Fuck.
The boys fuck.
So we try everything to wake him up, and we can't do it. So he turns around. He's laying on his side. And we see a little one butt crack boy, right? And we've got jelly beans.
I got the jelly beans.
No, I'm saying we've got jelly beans.
Yeah,
Like, we've got chips, we've got jelly, because we're watching a movie, so we've got jelly beans.
Yeah, but I want to make.
Do you want to take over?
But I want to rant before this. You guys ate my fucking bread. You ate my white bread.
Oh my god!
You ate my bread.
Connor doesn't have grain bread, and we all have grain bread, so we brought grain bread, and Connor's like, oh, we need white bread, so we got white bread. And we had a couple slices of white bread.
Half the fucking loaf was gone.
I had two. Stefan had two. Had one, even though he
reckons he had none. I literally saw him eat.
Can you stop ranting about your fucking white bread?
Because this is bullshit. This is like that whole fucking thing, like where girlfriends and boyfriends complain, like, "Hey, do you want me to go get you food?" And they go, "Nah, I'm not hungry." Then they bring the food back, and then they fucking start eating it.
Okay, so
I said, "You You were gonna end up eating this. You guys know I'm not gonna eat the grain bread. I'm gonna be healthy. Well, I'm like, all right, fine, but don't touch my fucking bread. And you ate my bread.
Slices in a loaf of.
I don't care how many fucking. It's the premise. You don't get to eat it because I said it's mine.
Oh my goodness! The number of slices of bread average, blah blah blah.
I'd say like 13 or 14.
Minimum. Oh my god! It always have minimum of 20 slices and maximum of 25 slices.
It does not have 20. I have a loaf.
You have a loaf. You get a loaf of bread. All right. Tell us how many slices are in that loaf of bread, mate. Why you have a loaf of bread in the freezer?
Because you freeze it.
Because you freeze the bread. We're trying to tell a simple Jellybean story.
I need to
Count the bread. Count the.
Alright, I'm not counting the butt.
Okay, well, hang on. Count the butt.
I'm not counting the butt. I'm not counting the butt.
Okay,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And then 17, 18 with the butt. So that's 18 slices.
So that lied.
Okay, okay. Let's say 16 slices.
16.
I had 2, Stefan had 2, Voldemort had 1, so
I
that's
don't
minus
care how
5.
much
So you
you
got
guys
11
had.
slices of bread to fucking cater to a shitty fucking diet. So fuck you, be quiet, stop talking.
No,
Tell the Jellybean.
it's the premise.
Tell the Jellybean story, because we've been going on about the bread for too long, and we've already yelled about the bread for about 5 fucking hours.
I actually needed to frost this.
At a party.
We don't have enough bread in the.
We were at a party arguing about the bread.
Were we?
Yes, when we should be having fun.
About the bread because he said he didn't have any. He said he didn't have any of the bread.
Yeah. Okay. Look, can you please just tell the Jellybean story, because that's a lot. It's a lot funnier.
Okay.
Keep going. So we're at the point where he's rolled over and we see his butt crack.
And so what I do, I go grab a jelly bean. And
What color was the Jellybean?
it was a green jelly bean.
jelly green?
And I placed that in. Okay, so this is where wires got crossed. I said put it in his butt, but people thought I put it in his fucking asshole.
Nah.
I put it in his butt crack, like where his underwear was and his butt crack was, like in that little.
Literally, let me explain it. You know where your butt crack and your back meet?
Yes.
It was right there.
So it's just sticking out.
The crack is so shallow that you can barely even put it in. You borderline just put it on the butt crack in a sense. Because the butt crack is so shallow, like it's not deep.
Yeah, like
it doesn't get deep at that point.
Because I think who was saying like he was like, oh, you sexually assaulted me. I said, we're gonna have to bleep that.
This, you've said his name a bunch of times.
Yeah, when the bleep happens, we are saying the word
Voldemort. You know how many bleeps I've got to do? I've got to edit this shit. I don't want to have to fucking bleep. Anyway, so, okay, I'll just tell the story. So you put a Jellybean in his ass crack. He half wakes up, reaches.
No, he didn't. He saw me put it in.
He saw you put it in. He half woke up.
I think he even told me to fuck off.
Told you to fuck off. He was half conscious. He reached for it. And then he, rolled back around on his back. So, okay, whatever. I kid you not. The movie finishes, right? An hour and a half later, the movie's finished, we're just sitting, chatting, whatever. And Voldemort goes, he makes some fucking weird noise. So he gains our attention, so we just look at him. And we're looking at him, and we're just silent for about 5 seconds. Okay. And then he turns around, and we see a half-squashed green Jellybean sitting at the cresp of his ass crack.
Oh my god!
And I had alcohol in my system, so this is twice as funny to me. So I lost it. I haven't laughed. Think of the hardest you've laughed this week and double that.
It was amazing.
Seriously, I was in stitches. And Stefan and Connor didn't know what I was laughing at first, and I was pointing at it, and then they saw it, and they started laughing with me. It was the funniest. It was borderline one of the funniest moments of my life.
He got so upset.
He got very angry at it, yeah.
And what I said to him, and I think this might have changed it, I said, would you have been as upset if perhaps it was a red jelly bean? Or a yellow jelly bean, but maybe the green, he's very triggered by green.
Green, yeah. No, green's green. Oh, it's magic color.
But yeah, he got very upset. But not even when we did it, it was the next day.
No, wasn't it? Yeah. No.
Yeah, the next day.
Or the day after or something. It was at the party that we were arguing
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. And he got very. It was more of a privacy thing with him.
It was because people found out, but then we were talking about like, these are our best friends. Obviously, they're gonna find out, and obviously all of you guys know now, but you don't know the name, so it doesn't really fucking matter. Sorry, Bleep. Is that Bleep? What kind of fucking name is Bleep?
Lord
Bleep Voldemort. Seriously, you're
Are the bleeps hard to do?
They're not hard to do. It's just annoying to have to do so many.
It's just funny.
You're fucking.
I like.
funny.
I don't know why, but whenever I hear bleeps in like TV shows, and shit, I laugh. I don't know. Bleeps are funny.
Yeah, bleeps are funny, but not like when you're listening, not when you're fucking editing.
Bleep.
Oh. Yeah. No, it's funny stories. Funny stories are always happening. That's why like we're never gonna run out of shit to talk about on here.
We always find shit.
Because we're just always gonna talk about shit. Or funny shit just keeps happening. The world keeps spinning, life keeps turning.
Move on. What else have we got to talk about?
Well, okay, we literally have no segue into this. Actually, I'm trying to think of how we can do a segue. Fuck it.
For what, though?
Our friend rode around Australia. It was pretty cool.
So, a friend of ours, one of my best friends, Jacob knows who, like, he's friends with him.
Yeah.
He rode around Australia. His name's Jack Totino, and he got back, maybe 3 weeks ago?
No, sooner. It's 2 weeks ago.
All right, two-ish weeks ago.
Yeah.
Got back. He left, 8 months ago,
8 months ago.
In February, I believe.
Yeah.
And he just got back. He rode around Australia for NMD, to raise money for NMD. I think the original goal was like 40 or 50,000. They bumped it up to 60 grand. I'm checking now.
It's right. Last time I checked, it was at 65.
No,
grand.
61.
Or 61.
$61,665.
That's unbelievable. And we'll leave a link in the description for you to go check out the Facebook
You can go
page.
donate still.
And you can go donate.
It's for a good cause.
For a great cause for NMD. MND,
Motor neuron disease.
Yeah. So definitely, if you have some spare dosh, go donate to that. Very good cause.
Yeah. I think it was 25,000 kilometers.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And he was doing it because a friend of ours, another friend of ours, he lost his father to NMD.
Yeah.
MND, sorry. And Jack he made a promise to him, and he was saying, I'm going to ride around Australia, I'm going to do this for you. And he fucking did it. Jack's like one of those guys where it doesn't matter what, but if he puts his mind to it and he has that goal, he'll fucking get there. He's really good like that. And imagine riding around. He had no help, by the way. He went alone on a push bike.
So I was talking about this with my mum the other day because she's really fascinated by it.
Yeah.
So when it came to places to stay, how exactly did he do all that?
He had a tent. And I think towards the end he stayed in some hotels.
So he stayed in a tent for a majority of the nights.
Yeah.
So were there places that like Airbnb places and other places that would have taken him in for free? There weren't there? There were a couple.
I'm pretty sure the people, because he met people along the way and they helped him out, I think, when they heard about what he was doing. And I'm pretty sure there would have been someone that said, hey, come stay with us or some shit like that.
Yeah. Because it was really... It spread around. It went quite viral. Was there a news story on it?
The project with Wally? They fucked him over in the end. They said, yeah, come on to our show, and they were going to put him in. And then I think they messaged him or emailed him, whatever, the other day, and they were like, listen, we don't have enough space for you on our show. Wow. But then Jack watches the show that night that he was meant to be on, and they had a segment for this fucking family that put away their phones for a week, and that was where he could have been. So instead of fucking putting Jack on that and saying this kid has gone around Australia at 18 alone on a push bike race, 60 grand for, I think it's for
Fight MND.
And it's is it Danaher?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I think it was Neil Danaher.
Yeah.
Was the footy player that was had something to do with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, they picked this family and they're interviewing the kids apparently, and the kids are saying, "Oh, it's very hard, but I'm going to get through it." Just for having their phones locked away for a week.
Not only is that a fucking kick in the face because they took his spot for some stupid shit, but they're on there saying, "Oh, it's so hard, blah blah blah," but we'll get through it. And here we have Jack, who's just ridden around fucking Australia on a bike.
Yeah.
Probably one of the hardest things he's ever going to do in his life, at least physically.
Yeah.
and he's got to watch it. Yeah, he's got to watch the project where they're saying, "Oh, it's so hard to not have your phone."
Yeah, no,
That's
it's fucking ridiculous.
You see, that's why the project is fucking shit. Not only because of Wale, just because it's a shit show. It's a shit fucking show. Anyway,
but they got him on Sunrise and like a bunch of morning like news shows in the morning. Like they interviewed him and shit.
And has it been aired?
Yeah, they aired, like he was on his bike and they were either like talking to him on the phone or like he was FaceTiming or something. I think.
Oh yeah.
And he was in like the Herald Sun. I think I've got the leader, I think, the Manium leader.
Okay, yeah. So we'll link all these articles down below if you want to check them out and these and interviews.
But yeah, he got a little bit of
it's pretty cool. No, so yeah, and his Facebook page as well, right around Australia for Fight MND. It was kind of funny.
It was funny.
It was a bit of a laugh.
Because he was posting photos every week or so, I think, of and showing us where he was and like.
I've got the photo up. Yeah, there's this one photo in particular. I'm fairly certain he's just uploaded it for a meme. He just looks like fucking shit.
He looks like a homeless guy.
Like he looks like shit. Not in a bad way, but like in a.
If there's no other way. That's a bad way.
No, I'm saying he looks like shit in the sense, not like he looks like shit, but like he looks like he's exhausted and like dirty and like tired and like, you know. He's been working hard, and you commented on it.
Yeah,
you look like the people our mums warned us about as children. I saw that. I just laughed. Even my mum saw that and laughed.
He looks terrifying.
He looks scary. We might get a photo of it up on the screen if we get his permission. But it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Actually, you can go check it out anyway. Link in the description. But
he's a funny man. I've grown up with that kid. Since we were 5, I've fucking known him, and it's weird. Like you lose him for 8 months, and then you get him back. It's like. Nothing ever changed. Like the other night I had him over. Yeah. We were watching like just a bunch of horror movies and shit. Yeah. And it was just like before he left. Yeah. And it was really good. But the thing I'm worried about, like you hear with a lot of people that do like these great things. Yeah. They go out and do a lot of awesome things. They have like every day they have that like almost that high of having that goal and like going for that goal every day. But then they come back after they finished it and they can't get that sense of, I don't know.
That sense of like fulfillment.
Yeah. And so they can get depressed and they can get really sad and shit. That's why I just want to, I'm telling him we got to find you a goal. We got to find you something to do. Because right now he's not working. Like, he's at home, which like, fair. He needs a break. Yeah. He needs a break.
Of course.
But he's already wants to get going. He's got like a job lined up at a winery.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah.
That he worked there before he left. But it's just for right now. He needs something to do with his life.
It seems like Jack Scott is fairly grounded.
Yeah. No.
So I feel like he might be a statistical anomaly in that sense, where like I don't think he'd fall into like a depression or anything.
You'd hope not.
Hope not, anyway. Yeah, no, but like you said, it's obviously because you're one of his best mates, so obviously you missed him a lot. I'm not as close with Jack compared to you, but it's still like it's good to have him back, even though like we didn't hang out often or we didn't speak often, whatever. We just catch up, whenever we're in like a really big group scenario. It's just good to know that he's back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's in my circles. Yeah, and it's good to just.
I think towards the end, like he kind of described it as like a guilt almost of leaving his mum and dad. So it's like I think towards the end that got him because he was meant to ride around Tasmania as well. Yeah. But he did. He's not.
So what's happening? I remember. He's not going to. So does that mean he doesn't make like the record?
No, he still did. Like, I don't think have people rode around Australia. I think they have.
Oh yeah, people rode around Australia.
Yeah, but like that though, like in that sense, like just on your own.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's an incredible feat.
Yeah, but anyway, like I was being like, are you gonna go finish Tassie? He goes, fuck that, man, no way. He goes, and me and another friend of ours were telling him like in 20 years, like if you want, you can go back and do Tassie and finish because I reckon it would take him 2 weeks, maybe less than 2 weeks to do it.
It'll take him 2 weeks, yeah.
And like in 20 years, if you want, go finish Tassie, and then you have that. You have like I've done it all now. Like that's it. So
just that closure, is that the right word?
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think he gives a shit, to be honest. Like he did Australia, man. Like who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Tassie's not Australia.
Tassie's just
fucking shit.
I was like, when are you gonna see Tassie? Don't worry about Tassie.
You're gonna get fucking trampled by a fucking Tasmanian devil. That's it. That's it. Don't go to Tassie. It's shit.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just happy he's back. I'm just really happy he's back.
It's brilliant. It's good that he's back.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to our first segment of... I don't know, what's the name for it? We go on 4chan and we read shit. We react to it. What are we going to call it? We call it, welcome to the first segment of... I can't think of a name!
Going on Google, typing in 4chan and finding a random story.
And reacting to 4chan.
No, we're going to get sued by the Fine Bros. We can't say reacting.
Reacting. Fuck the Fine Bros. Anyway, so we've got a story up on 4chan here for you. And we're just going to read it. Oh, I'm going to read it out to Connor. I'll put it on screen as well right now. And you can read along with us. So, okay. Some chick is trying to shoehorn her way into my life. How do I get her to leave me alone politely? Alright. That's the too long didn't read. I'm not good with this. Okay. So... I'm 19 and I work as a tech maintenance guy at church. This weird girl, about 13-ish. Oh.
Inch?
13-ish.
Oh, okay, that's...
13-inch girl.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Lucky her. Hang on. I'm 19 and work as a tech... And about 13-ish and really outgoing but unpopular. You're a bit fucking rude for saying that. Nah, I get that. Started having a conversation with me out of the blue one day in a parking lot while I was walking to my car. Fast forward a couple of months and she's texting and calling me all the time. I end up staying up on the phone with her for hours trying to just end the conversation politely. Now fast forward a couple of months and she's non-stop talking to me. She's non-stop talking about me to her friends and how much of a great guy I am and she loves me. Oh, jeez. She changed my contact name to Babe with some heart emoticons after it and hugs me about every single Sunday I work, as well as taking pictures of me without my consent and posting it to her Instagram. Oh, and posting to her Instagram? That's fucked.
Wait, are they hanging out? Like,
no, taking pictures of me without my consent. I don't think they're hanging out at this point.
What do you mean she's taking photos of him?
Well, yeah, because he works at the church that she goes to. So she's taking photos of me without my consent and posting it on her Instagram. Okay. So that's really weird. Okay. And then part 2. And currently, after about a year of meeting her, okay, so it's been a year. She's constantly talking about our future, capitalized our. Oh, this is weird. Fucking hell, she's literally talking about me like I'm an object, and she's telling me what our life's going to be like. I keep telling her no way, as I'm already on track. My life plan, blah blah blah. 3 of my high school bros. She keeps saying, "Oh well, plans tend to change," and explaining how she's going to move in with us and get a house with me when I get sick of them, quote unquote, her words. I'm assuming after that she's hoping to marry me. The problem here is I don't like her. I'm not going to get married, and I just want to live a simple life with my buddy. So how do I get to leave me alone without saying like a complete ass? Oh my god,
it's pedophilia. Like
it is.
It's
pedophilia.
It's not that hard. You just literally tell her, "Hey, this shit's illegal. Fuck off."
Okay, hang on. It's not as black and white as that. Let's think about it a bit. It's been a year. Right?
It's his own fault for fucking indulging.
It's been a year. So she is infatuated with this guy. Completely. And she's 13, 14, whatever. Mm. Oh my god.
That's so, like, my sister's 13. To even think someone our age could be talking to someone like that.
Well, here's the thing. Actually, yeah, I was going to say he's not really talking to her, but he is. He's talking to her.
He should have, the day she messaged him, and it became clear to him that she wanted something with him. Yeah. Fucking closed the conversation, blocked that bitch.
The fact that it's gone on for a year doesn't help this guy. At all.
So he hasn't done anything, obviously.
Okay, obviously he hasn't done anything, but the thing
about this, who gives a shit?
Okay, if it was a month, yeah, look, hey, sorry, look, you're 13, whatever, I'm 19, it's just not going to work, sorry. Like, I've got
still though, have the conversation, just literally say to her. It doesn't matter, just literally say, you're 13 or 14, whatever age she is now, calm the fuck down.
Then, okay. And I agree, it should be as easy as that, but hang on. She's going to be like, well, hang on, we've been talking for a year, why are you just bringing this up now?
Just say friends. Just say, okay, I'm going to be your friend, that's it. You got to friend zone her. That's why friend zoning exists. And in extreme cases like this, you have to. It's like, you can't not.
Of course you have to, but here's the thing. She's not going to stop trying to get in contact with him, I reckon. She's not going to stop taking photos of him.
The thing is, does he enjoy, like, is he good? Like, he hasn't said he enjoys being friends or, like, he wants to keep
So how do I
friends.
get her to leave me alone without sounding like a complete ass?
Okay, so obviously he doesn't want anything to do with her anymore.
Yeah.
Tell her nicely. She doesn't get the message, block her. then she starts showing up at the church where he works. Then
She's literally, well, she attends the church where he works.
Reported to the priest.
Reported to the priest, and then he'll fucking molest her instead.
They don't molest little girls. They molest boys.
Ah, same shit.
Not really. You can't molest the girl. You can molest the boy.
Girls and boys are the same, really. Gender fluidity.
I am pansexual.
I'm actually a pansexual. What's that video?
I'm
I'm
gay.
gay. I'm actually a lesbian.
I am pansexual.
I'm actually transgender.
I'm just another
actually
with a rocket launcher.
You're just the what with the rocket launcher? Lucky I've got the bleep feature. But you're quoting it, so it's not
quoting.
that bad.
It's not. Nothing's wrong with it.
Anyway, yeah, no. So you've got to. This guy has to just
fuck her off.
Just completely cut her off.
It's not that hard. Like it shouldn't be like. Okay,
it shouldn't be that hard.
She's 13.
I know she's 13, but you know how it's like denying a little girl a fucking.
That's a uni. The thing is, like, that's a uni student talking to a year 7 or year 8.
Jeez. That's fucked when you think about it that way. Actually, yeah, stop talking to this girl.
Yeah, like,
think about it though. It's like in his mind, he's like, oh, I don't want to be a cunt. I don't want to be a cunt to this girl. Like she's so polite. Like blah,
stop
blah.
being a bitch. Like just do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, you just gotta fucking stop talking to this girl straight up. Get her out. Get her the fuck out of your life, man. 4chan's Dorchan. Bro, 4chan's crazy. Segment ended. Let's talk about 4chan. Bro, 4chan is, like, there are so many, like, I wouldn't say they're really intelligent people, but there are so many really dedicated people on 4chan.
Well, yeah.
Like, when Trump was running for president, you know how Shia Labeouf was doing live streams saying, he will not divide us. He will not. Yeah, you know all that?
Yeah.
It kept getting crashed by 4chan members because on the live streams, he put up the address where he was at so people could come join and protest with him, right? People on 4chan went and crashed it and just ruined it, right? So,
of course they did.
He took down the address. So he moved places, took down the address. People saw the background, they knew where it was. They went and ruined it. So, I kid you not, he moved, didn't provide an address, filmed up in the sky, right?
Yeah.
So you can't see any surroundings. These 4chan people are watching the live stream, right? 24/7. And what I hear is, this is a rumor, I don't know if this is true, right? But I heard that they looked at the planes flying across, they saw what plane it was, and they went by the plane timetables to see which plane was flying over where at what time.
Fuck?
They looked at bird migration patterns
No way.
to see where the birds were migrating and at what time they migrate through this area, and they found the place and they went and fucked with it. How fucked is that?
That's amazing.
Imagine having the dedication to something so dumb.
Yeah. Like something, you use so much intelligence for something so retarded.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It is honestly, 4chan is
I love
crazy
4chan.
like that. 4chan,
4chan's awesome.
I have only just gotten on 4chan. I'm
It's
starting
amazing.
to
Like
like
half of it is literally porn.
Yeah.
But the other half is actually some pretty good shit.
Yeah. No, legit. It's crazy. Actually, speaking of which, there's another big story in 4chan. It's only a couple days old, so we might be one of the first to cover this. Oh yeah, so now let's go. There's okay, so obviously you know how straight white males are the devil, basically, right?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Whatever
Anyway,
you say.
what do I say?
Whatever you say.
Oh, whatever I say. Yeah, no, straight white males are the devil. So
I don't want Aaron to come back.
Fuck Aaron. So these 4chan guys, I don't think they're the same guys, but this same kind of mindset from these 4chan people came into play. What they did was there was an outrage that happened. I can't remember where. I'll look into it and I'll try and link it in the description. But there was some outrage. Someone put up a poster and it said, I can't remember what it said. It was something a bit right leaning politically. Like it was a bit like, I can't remember.
This podcast always ends up political.
No, it's not. It's not a political thing. It's just a 4chan thing. This is the context is politics. Right. So then what? And there was a huge outrage about it, right? At this university or wherever it was. And then these 4chan guys saw it and they're like, okay, let's make a little project. So what they did was they got posters saying it's okay to be white. And they posted them up I'm pretty sure it was either all over one of the states in America or all over America in general. I don't know. But they just posted it up everywhere. And there was an outrage. I'm talking like... I'll link a bunch of shit in the description, or like the articles talking about it. There was so many people talking about it. And they did it. And they say why they did it. They did it just to get a reaction from the political left. How funny is that?
Fucking hell.
How funny is that?
It's so easy to trigger them.
It gets to the point where it's just like,
why do they get so upset? Like, just okay, I get why they get upset, but like, what do they not see how funny it is when they get that? Like, no one takes them seriously. It's when they're that upset.
Look, there are some things that are warranted for them to get upset about.
Of course,
but
there's always things.
Like, it's the fact that they get so upset so easily is just an invitation to fuck with them. In a sense, it's ridiculous.
It's like Voldemort at Riot.
Oh, don't.
You want to talk about that?
No more Jellybean stories. Was this a Jellybean story?
No. This is when we had that, you and him had that.
Oh, yeah,
argument.
me and Voldemort were arguing about the wage gap, and I was saying that the wage gap isn't because of discrimination, it's because of other factors, and he's like, no, it's because of discrimination. And then I'm like, okay, tell me why. And he's like, oh, because, you know, women don't get as high paying jobs. I'm like, yeah, that's not discrimination. That's because they don't get high paying jobs.
Why though?
I don't know. Not because of discrimination, though. Because they don't negotiate as well, and they're not as fucking... I don't know. There's a bunch of shit about it.
Now you sound retarded.
Okay, I don't know anything about it. I'm just a
What do you mean you act like you know everything about it?
No, I know everything about it. It's just... I know everything about it. I just don't know the reason why. No, I know the reason. I can't articulate it well.
Okay.
And there are different psychological factors that come into play that Jordan Peterson talks about really well. I'll try and find the video, not only for my own sake, but for everyone watching's sake. But it's good. Your dog is so cute. So I'm just looking at your dog.
She looks like a fucking rat.
Your dog looks like a rat. Why'd you shave it?
Because it's getting warmer. And, you know, helps her cool out. Chill out.
You shaved everything except for the tail.
No, they shaved the tail. The guy just fucking did some weird shit with it.
That's weird. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's why I said weird.
4chan, man. 4chan.
Dude, 4chan's fucking grouse, but like, there's a really good shit, but there's so much. Like, have you been on the deep web before?
The deep web.
The deep web. The deep dark web.
Dun, dun, dun. Like, I've never been. I've always like tried. I've like gone on Google and typed in like how to get to the deep web, and Tor. It just says.
You just need to download. I downloaded Tor and I went on there. I've been on there a couple times just to see what all the hype was about. Like, you can do normal shit on it, just you're anonymous. But I've typed in, like, we
are anonymous.
I googled some of the weird shit, the illegal shit that people do, and I looked up some of the websites. They're like, I didn't go onto them, but they're there. Like, it's not. There's
what, like Pizzagate and shit? Or?
Yeah, like there's like a drug one where like I got onto that where they sell a bunch of drugs. I forgot what it was called, but like it's there. Like you like buy cocaine, weed, and they had like a fucking different website for all these different types of weed, and you get them sent to you, and you gotta use Bitcoin, all this shit. But then there was like pedophile websites that like a bunch of pedophiles can go on and they talk to each other. It's like a chat where they all
like Grindr but for pedophiles.
Oh, it's not like they don't meet up. It's like a mess, like a group chat for them, kind of.
What are they like?
They send photos and
of like kids. Oh no, that's.
But then But then they have other websites. I think like I was reading, there was this woman who infiltrated one of these pedophile websites. I think. Hold on.
You getting it up now?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, get it up for me.
All right, this woman, they called her Pam. Like this, I'm assuming that's not a real name, but that's what they're using. She infiltrated, and they have a bunch of code words and everything. And they have there's a discussion forum. She goes that was called 3D Boys, and it was like full of like erotic art and a bunch of like they tell stories about what they've done to kids.
Oh no!
And it was just really fucked. And there wasn't, but on that website there wasn't any actual porn.
Yeah.
That it was like on the edge.
It's basically like a forum.
Yeah, it was a forum, and everything was on the edge. But
that's so.
But there's she found another website. I think here it says it's called 7AXXN, and that was like.
That's like child porn.
That was child porn.
Yeah.
And man, she infiltrated this website, and she got like I don't know what she did. She got some guys to give her information, and I think she fucking ended up busting like all these guys. She got all of them, and they all got arrested.
How many do you know?
Fuck, it was in the hundreds, man.
Hundreds?
A lot.
Oh shit!
Like,
Good on.
hold on.
on.
900 suspected pedophiles arrested.
900.
Yeah.
So it's not just in the hundreds. That's close to 1,000.
Yeah.
Shit.
She got him, man.
Wow. Good on her.
But fuck, like, that's just one. That's just one forum.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking scary, man. And like, there's other websites on the deep web where you can like hire like serial killers or like hitmen. Sorry.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Great.
I looked at one of those websites. I think it's like 20 something grand for like to kill someone.
Yeah. No.
If I wanted you dead, okay, here's 25K.
If you wanted me dead, just bully me. I'll kill myself.
And I think they had like 100 and something grand for like a political figure as well. You can get killed.
How much would it be for the president, you reckon?
I don't think they do the president.
Why wouldn't they?
Because the president.
Why?
Because if you kill the fucking president, they're gonna they're gonna find you.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they really?
Yes.
Not if you're good.
Man, they'll use all their resources to find the guy that killed. Like to say President Trump. Yeah, but it was just really weird, like how like there's that whole other side to the internet that we don't fucking.
I remember hearing, and I can't remember. I don't quote me on this, guys, but I'm pretty sure I remember hearing that the deep web consists of like 95 to like maybe even 99% of the internet.
Have you seen that, like that photo of the iceberg, and like the top of the iceberg is our internet?
Yeah, and then the rest is the deep web.
Deep web.
That's crazy. It's crazy to fathom that, because you've got, how many sites would you say visible to the public?
Millions.
Millions?
If not billions.
If not billions. We'll say with millions. We'll lowball
hundreds
it.
of millions we'll go with.
We'll say hundreds of millions. We'll say, just to kind of lowball it a bit, right? That means there's going to be hundreds of billions almost on the deep web. That's unbelievable. What kind of stuff would there be? And how, like obviously, okay, you can only have so much child porn and pedophilia and rape and serial killers and drugs.
Jake, everything. Anything you can imagine, it's there. There's some, you know, that, what was that rule for like the porn rule? Like if you can think about it, there's a porn of it. What's it? Rule 30 something?
I don't know.
I need to get up.
Rule 69.
No, rule 37, I think. Rule 71. 34. Rule 34. If it exists, there is a porn of it.
What do you mean rule 34 of what?
The internet.
What's rule 33?
I'll get it up. Rule 33. Do not talk about rules 2 to 33. That's what it calls.
Wait, hang on.
Wait. Rule 33. When in doubt, it's a man. This internet rule applies to guessing the gender of a forum, chat room, or instant messenger user.
When in doubt, it's a man.
That's a good one.
That's actually a really good one.
These are really good.
You know what? Don't read them now. We'll talk about them next podcast.
Okay.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, but Rule 34 is like the iconic one.
Yeah.
If it exists, there is a porno of it.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's scary to think about how much there is on the deep web that we don't even talk about. Like, it's a whole nother world, pretty much.
It's unfathomable is the word. It's unfathomable.
I'm too scared to look. I've read, like, I'm really into, creepypastas and all that shit. I've read, like, obviously the bullshit, but like you read them about how they go into the deep web and then a box pops up on the screen saying, "I'm watching you," or like something like that, and then they fucking find them and they kill them and all this shit.
It's ridiculous.
But the thing is, they can. There are websites where you can go on and you can, you know how there's that meme, like people watch you through your camera on your laptop and phone and shit? That exists.
Bro, legit. Okay.
That's a real
We're
thing.
getting a bit graphic here, so bear with me. Every time I'm like, having some me time.
Wanking.
Okay.
Masturbation.
On my laptop.
Stroking.
I get really, like, ultimately I don't give a fuck, and I just, like,
no one's gonna want to watch me.
But I'm...
like, I don't care.
No, but I like, sometimes I look in the camera and like wink just to like put them off so they stop watching me, if anyone is watching me.
Why though? Why would anyone be watching you? Alright, like, it sounds sexist, but like,
because
people are gonna watch.
Because I feel like I've got so many viruses on my computer that someone is just watching me. Someone's watching us right now.
Why would they watch you? Why?
You know what? Someone has already uploaded this podcast. Someone is live streaming this podcast in the deep web somewhere.
No, like, I reckon there's two reasons people would watch you. One, if you're like a political
Hang on,
figure.
can I just say to all the listeners in the deep web that are listening to this live, I gotcha.
We're going to die now. But there's only like two main reasons why someone would watch you. If like you're an important person and you got like some information they're trying to get like listen to, or if you're like a hot girl.
Yeah.
And they want to.
Or a hot guy.
Yeah, sure.
So they're not going to watch me. Well, oh well. That's scary. Deep web is scary, man. Yeah. I might use that as my Halloween costume. Deep
the
web.
deep web. Speaking of which, I just spread everywhere. Speaking of which,
bro, Halloween was like 3 days ago.
We're
having a Halloween party tomorrow.
Yeah. What are you dressing up as, by the way?
I honestly, okay, so I have no idea. I looked up on Google like easy Halloween costumes, and there was a BuzzFeed article. I clicked on it because I didn't know it was BuzzFeed to start with.
Don't you ever click
I didn't know it was
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed to start with. And then I looked and there was like 50 easy. I'm like, okay, cool. And I scrolled through and they're all really, really complicated.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I saw that one.
And
it's
I'm like
not easy
these
at all.
aren't easy at all. Like you'd see what's the Kool-Aid Man?
Yeah.
That requires like half a bed mattress, all the cotton inside of it, and how do you do that?
Yeah, no, it's
You know, so I don't know. Look,
what do you like? What have you got? Any idea?
the only idea I have is to go in all black and have like a white sign on my chest saying like being abandoned or like commitment, just like things that I'm afraid of. That's legit the only thing I've got, and even then, that's so like cliche. Not like the context of it, just like the idea of it is just so cliche. Like dressing up and just having a word, you know. I don't know. Or I could do Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I did that for New Year's last year because it was a dress-up party for New Year's last year.
Man?
I can't double fucking costume, and I can't wear my morph suit because I wear that everywhere.
I might dress up as like.
Do you want to do a duo thing?
But what duo thing is that?
I don't know, like Dora and Diego.
You saying that because I'm Mexican?
You're not Mexican. You're half Greek, half Italian. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I just wanted to get offended.
It's okay to be white.
Yeah, but what can we do?
I don't know. Leave in the comment section below.
Yeah, well, no, because we're not going to upload it until after the party.
For next year. Man, I don't know. We could do, You could... Do you have like a Netflix top?
No, I'm not a fucking loser.
Do you want to get a top? Or do you want to wear all black and then
I know
go
what you're
Netflix
thinking,
and then
and
I'll
then-
like go all like blue
And
and like get ice back and chill.
original. It's original.
It's not original.
Yeah.
There is no original Halloween costume.
Yeah, there
anymore.
is.
What is there? Everything's been done. If you can think of something in the next 10 seconds that has not been done, it's completely original. I will give you a
KKK
blowjob.
costume. That shit's died out.
KKK costume. It's
Yeah.
not original. That people have done that.
No, they haven't.
Yes, I have.
For Halloween?
Yes, I'm assuming so.
Nah.
I'm sure if I go on Google right now, type in KKK Halloween costume, there'll be...
Do it.
Okay. Deep web.
I'm reporting you to the appropriate
I'm
authorities.
reporting you to the police. Hang on. KKK Halloween costume. Bang. Site cannot be reached. There is no internet connection. Are you fucking kidding me? There is internet connection. I'm connected to the internet right now.
The people actually, they would not make... Yeah, they would not sell a KKK costume.
Fuck it. Sell it. It's funny.
It's just not, though. It's very racist, indeed.
Oh, come on. If you're going to a party with people who don't give a fuck, like you got no snowflakes there, you just got a bunch of people who just don't care.
Yeah.
And you go in a KKK costume, what's gonna happen? As long as you don't like upload a picture to Instagram or something,
Yes,
or
what I
like
was gonna
Facebook,
say.
and you get removed. Lol.
Get zoot.
That happened to me, man.
What?
Someone removed me on Facebook because I made a post saying, "Hey," I made a post about gay marriage saying like, "Hey, if you're for it, cool. If you're against it, cool. But don't yell at each other. Just talk about it, and then we'll get places." And people were triggered and removed.
I think people just don't like you as a person in general.
That's probably it, you know.
You are very hard to like.
I take away to like.
You are very... you're not a very hard person to like.
No, I really am very hard.
Why? Because you were looking up KKK.
That's good. You're a funny boy. Who would win, one hard J or one very funny boy? Jeez, I love memes, man.
Who would win, one sleepy boy or one green jelly bean?
We can't do that. Voldemort. Man, I got an editing job and a half. Speaking of which, we should end this right now so I can go and edit it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of the M11 podcast. I've been your host, Jacob. I've been here with my vlog co-host, Connor.
See you guys.
See you later. Hope you have a lovely day. Subscribe to the channel for episode 4. Links in the description to everything. Hope you have a good one. What should we end on? Let's end on one word. Connor, say one word to end the podcast right now.
Sassafras.
What was that?